Hello there, friends.
Welcome to the Could Be Better podcast.
That was seamless.
I've been practicing a lot.
Practicing what?
Talking.
Yeah. I talk to my walls. They never talk back. And that actually is comforting in some way. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Colin McGuire. Your name is?
Last time I checked, it's Chris Perry.
And so this week we have a very special guest, Miss Flo Petite, who has been doing music now
Long time.
for a while. Yeah, 5-6 years, maybe, if you're
Yeah.
going back to 2017, which, by the way, spoiler alert, this episode features the best song of 2018,
Yeah, I think in her record got a 3.5.
which she's still pissed about.
We'll find that guy that wrote that article and let him know what's up.
No wonder he doesn't do that shit anymore. So
No.
we also wanted to talk about the show that's coming up, because it is our first show back, correct?
Oh, man, it's been a bit. And I just saw the day that this is taping, I saw that COVID cases were going down the fastest in the state of Maryland over any other place. So I feel pretty good about Maryland doing what they should be doing. So thank you all. And we're excited for Saturday, February 19th.
And where is that, Chris?
Oh, gosh, it's going to be at new Spire Arts.
And that's not in the big black room, correct?
No, it's going to be in the lobby.
With a lot of lights.
I think so. Some lights.
You know where else we have shows?
Well, we also have shows at Old Mother.
At Old Mother. And what does Old Mother have? Do they have things called beer?
I don't think so. They have alcoholic beverages that you can consume actually through an IV now. They're kind of doing like this state of the art thing. It's crazy.
I'm into that, as long as I won't.
Yeah, I think you can do. I think you can actually get it while you sleep. So
All right.
Yeah, I think it's called like a Buzz Snooze. I don't know. They're working on the title. It's kind of weird.
Buzz Snooze.
Yeah, you didn't hear it here first. But yeah, Old Mother Brewing, they are sponsoring this podcast. We are super grateful for them. We are excited about their stuff because I think they've been doing some cool things in their
They're what? In their brew pod. And like, what
I
the
honestly,
hell is this? How did your mind just stop in the middle of that?
To be honest, I kept thinking about, well, what happens if I roll over and I have that IV in me? Like, what would happen? Like,
The beer would go everywhere.
and yeah, but anyway, yes. So Old Mother,
Let's hope he finishes this sentence, listeners.
guys, Old Mother's the best. They got tons of stuff on draft. They got tons of stuff in cans. Go check them out. They're right across from Gravel and Grind. Shout out for some of the best coffee in town.
I want to bring up that this particular episode, though, was co-sponsored by Sour Patch Kids Watermelon Marshmallows. Yes, they exist.
Yeah, when I saw them, I thought, hey, I didn't know they just made just watermelons, but I knew they did. But
Yeah, I have those. Everybody's had those.
Yeah, but these are like supersized.
No, they're not. They're not just. So the watermelon. I actually have a bag of those out there too at the Could Be Better Studios. So like the Sour Patch Kids gummy watermelons, right? You've had those. These are not gummies. These are marshmallows.
So would you put it in a s'more?
You could, I guess. You could. I don't know how they taste. I don't know if they taste like watermelon. You would assume they would.
Yeah, because even have like the texture like the watermelon.
Well, they can't have that texture.
It's crazy.
They can't. I don't. This is an anomaly. This is right up there with Taco Bell chicken wings and an Arby's shit sandwich. So I can't wait to try them. Maybe if you tune in next time, we'll have a review for you. Until then, we're just going to keep drinking whiskey. But back to the matter at hand. I'm very excited that we had Flo on, and then we have this episode. She's truly one of my favorite local artists, as I've written thousands of times before. Even though she hates my apartment, she hates me, and she hates my bathroom and my piss yellow walls.
Yeah,
that's a direct quote.
Direct quote. You heard it here first.
So I don't know how she knows about my walls, because we're at the Could Be Better Studios.
Yeah, I think it was kind of like one of those things where you can see a portal into your bathroom. It was weird.
Yeah, that's very true. What did you think about talking to her, Chris?
Flo is just one of the people that I think I appreciate the most because of how dry her sense of humor is. So I hope it really cuts through that, like, it is desert dry, and it's the best.
Yeah, between her and I, we're more monotone than silence.
Oh, yeah. It's like at some point I was just kind of like, oh, God, does she hate me? And then it's like, the answer is yes.
Yeah, the answer was definitely yes. And you're like, does Colin hate me? And that answer was definitely yes.
Totally yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to know that. But yeah, it was just, now my feelings are hurt. But, the episode was fun. I had a good time. And again, February 19th, Saturday, at New Spire Arts, we have Andrew Brommel from
Silent Old Mountains.
We have Flo Petite from
Flo Petite. Real name, too.
I saw her driver's license. No
Canadian name.
Yeah. She's actually best friends with Will Arnett.
I did know that, actually.
She was an extra on Lego Batman, but her voice was too high.
She broke him up with Amy Poehler. She said, Will Arnett, don't be with her anymore. And Will Arnett respects her so much.
And he said, okay.
No, that was a good impression.
And then we have Cardinal Gray.
Two colors.
Wow. Yeah. I'm this banter.
Anybody watching on the live feed would have seen Chris's face blow up there. He's like, whoa, really?
Yeah, I was like, what color? All right. And then finally, Wayne Snow is going to open up the show, and it's going to be a good time. It starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is $5 to get in. It is all ages and 21 up to drink. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of stuff there. There'll be a lot of fun stuff. And we're going to do a live version. No, we're not. Just kidding.
Yeah. People want to come into a room and watch us talk about Taco Bell wings. That sounds like a horrible way to spend your Saturday.
By the way, we were celebrating being number 5 on the Apple Music music podcasts in Frederick chart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
That is completely made up.
That's crazy, though, because to me, that was kind of cool because, like, hey, there's 5 other podcasts that are doing something similar in Frederick, and I didn't know about any of them. So
we need to listen to them and take notes. That's what we need to do.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you guys get out of a dumb idea about beer snooze? Because I need some help with that. So please send in your emails because I am struggling.
It could be better at gmail.com.
And if you really want to get to us, try .net. That also works too.
And .ca. So let's get to Flo, right?
Let's do it.
All right, we're back here. We have perhaps the most lovely person in the world sitting here.
Oh my gosh.
Of course. That's false humility. That's false humility.
I mean, I feel like I'm number 1.
You're
I'd have to agree with Chris on that one. I'm sure his wife would agree.
She does. She also says hello.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, she big fan.
Do you want me to step
I'm a
out
big
while you
fan.
guys
No,
catch up?
no.
Should I just do that?
No.
We welcome in Flo Petite. How are you?
I am good. I'm coming off of I had to drive the Beltway stress panic attack to get here, but you guys are worth it. So
I guess Chris is. But you have established that you don't like the things in my apartment. Not my apartment, I meant the Could Be Better Studios.
Could Be Better Studios.
Yeah.
what? I love Could Be
And,
Better Studios.
We decked it out in a lot of things like bedroom stuff.
Yeah, like wrestling figures and candles.
It's impressive that you guys found a prop that looks just like a bed.
I know. It's actually made of
And
marshmallows.
pillows? Are those breakable?
Yes.
Okay.
They're edible, actually.
So
You get hungry when you're sleeping?
Well, are they vegan? Because
Definitely.
they need to be carb-free, gluten-free, and calorie-free, too.
3 is vegan, 1 is meat.
Yeah, you got to spice it up.
Yeah. So, Flo, it's very good to have you here. I've known you for
good
the
to be
very
here.
longest time.
I've been alive for a while.
But I don't think I've known you as long as Chris has known you. Is that?
Oh, no, that's not true at all.
Oh,
no,
okay.
it was Colin and then Chris.
Yeah, Colin
Okay.
preceded me for sure.
Because of the review.
Oh, the review. We should have
Yeah.
brought up. I was thinking about this with Andrew. We should have brought that up, like, because I reviewed Silent Old Mountains, a record like 10 years ago, and everybody hated me for it.
Flo, do you remember what score Colin gave you? Did he give you a score?
It might have been perfect.
It was a 3.5 out of 4.
3
Out of 4.
Whoa, that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
so I'm going to need some alimony for that 0.5.
We're gonna
Colin.
We're gonna need
Pay up.
another album. When are you gonna put that out?
Do
you have new stuff?
I have a lot of new stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sitting on a lot of things. I've just had a lot of roadblocks, like trying to record and COVID happening, and I had kind of like a musician's crisis where I was like, what if I just hate music and this is the real performance artist. I'm pretending I like music.
Whoa, that's way existential.
I'm a pretty existential gal. But I started recording with one of my friends at the beginning of 2021. I was like, oh my god, this can be like a really fun thing. So I recorded some stuff on my own. We like kind of, me and this guy bounce stuff back sometimes, but there will be some releases this year.
Wait, you and this guy bounce stuff back sometimes. Isn't that how we half wrote a song that you refused to finish?
I didn't refuse to finish it. My car refused to drive me here. My car is like a three-legged dog.
We could splice in a clip of that in this episode.
Maybe. We'll see if Chris allows.
If Chris allows.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chris is running this ship.
No, I also have a song that's unfinished by Colin too, and I won't let him release it, so I think we're in good company.
I have like 18 of those.
Wow.
I mean, I've just been writing forever, and I write all the time. And it's been a long time since I've released music. It's been almost like 2 years.
So how does that feel? So you're in school, so you're in college.
I'm almost done.
How much longer do you have?
I have this semester, and then I'm going to take this summer off to tour. And then next fall, I have to take 2 more classes, and then I'm donezo.
That's
which
awesome.
is exciting.
Yeah.
But also really scary.
Yeah.
Terrified.
But, so is seeing the finish line in sight with school, do you think that's kind of awoken some of that, hey, I want to write and release some stuff again?
Oh, definitely. Because school has kind of been the thing where it's like, I have to do this and then I can do the other thing. Music being the other thing. So as soon as I'm done with school, it's going to be balls to the walls, I think.
Was that by design? Like, did you want to have sort of, you're like, I want music to be my thing, but I need to go to school to have something to fall back on?
I feel like I kind of just ended up going to school on accident, and I'm like in too deep to quit at this point. And also at this point, I really like learning, and I'm an English major. I'm having a lot of fun with my classes, having a good time. So I want to, I don't know, get that degree.
What do you mean an accident?
Well, I was homeschooled.
Shout out to homeschoolers. Come on.
Shout out to homeschoolers. Yeah. But I was homeschooled. And like around the time I was like 16, I guess I was kind of ready to like do the next thing. I was like looking for something else. And so my parents put me in to Hagerstown Community College. Shout out Hagerstown Hawks. HCC. And so I kind of just like bummed around there. I dropped out a couple times, undropped out a couple times. And then like right during COVID, I finished my associates. And then I was like, well, might as well keep going. There's nothing else to do. I'll go to school.
So this next song, or this first song we're going to play.
Well, it's also the next one.
It is
next?
I'm not good at this. When did you write this song?
I wrote this song, oh my gosh. I think I was still in high school when I wrote this. I think I was 17, so it would have been 2017 I wrote this.
This is on the EP, right?
This is Franco Failings EP, yeah.
Okay. This song is called And.
And wait, before we get to it though, like, do you remember which one that I was in love with, that I was like, this is the best song? It was this one?
Because you did your Frederick playlist year and local music thing.
And it was number 1.
It was number 1. I was
like,
oh my god, I was geeking
complaining.
out.
She's complaining about a 3.5 rating for the EP.
Yeah, but the number 1 slot made up for it. It gave it that extra point.
So number 1 slot like on the sampler, or number 1 slot like on like the Frederick Billboard?
Year-end countdown. I said it was the best song of the year.
Wow.
Yeah,
in 2017, or was it 18? When did you release that?
It was in 2018.
2018?
Yeah.
So we're about to hear it.
It's a good year, 2018.
Wow.
Does anybody have anything to add?
Song of the year. Here we go.
Song of the year from 2018. Let's go back to the glory days of 2018.
There's a nude lady on the wall, and she doesn't have eyes, but she's staring at me. She's sitting in a pose that I've never seen before, and she's got hair down to her knees. Tell me how to live again. Ooh, lady, let me know what you define as sin. the floor. She's staring at her knees in the room is painted yellow and green. And I know that I look down and I wonder what she's thinking about, but she's not real. Ooh, lady, tell me how to live again. Ooh, lady, let me know which to define as sin, and maybe I can give in. There's a nude lady on the wall, and she doesn't have her eyes, but she's staring at me. She's sitting in a pose that I've never seen before, and she's got hair down to her knees. Ooh, lady, tell me how to live again. Ooh, lady, I know you don't have eyes, but maybe you should look within, and maybe I can give it.
Again, that was the best song of 2018 or 2008 or 1998 or
Yeah,
1988.
it takes me back to simpler times.
Back
Yeah,
in
definitely.
utero.
Back in
for me.
utero. That's right. Flo just learned that Chris is having a very big life moment soon.
Yeah, I just heard that song and for like the second time, and it's amazing.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have a little
Wifey,
boy, and it's gonna
baby.
be awesome.
Actually, by the time this comes out, when is this slated to be out?
I think this comes out actually right around the show. I think it might be like the week before that.
Well, let's talk about the show. Chris, you want to make that announcement?
Man, guys, we're so excited. It's
I'm so
it's
excited.
the first. I just can't hide it. But the show is going to be February 19th. It's with Andrew Brommel from Seminole Mountains,
Awesome.
Flo Petite, who we have
Pretty,
her presence
pretty cool.
with us
All right,
today.
I guess.
We have a new band to the area. They're actually Floridian transplants. They're
Ooh.
called Cardinal Gray. And then we have the legendary Wayne Snow is going to open up the show. And Wayne Snow, I've known that gentleman for a very, very long time.
Nah, he's dope.
So it's going to be cool. It's going to be in the lobby. It's going to be awesome. It is, again, February
The
19th.
lobby of where?
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. The lobby of Could Be Better Studios.
Boom,
It's
boom,
going to be
boom.
in New Spire Arts, which is right across from the Weinberg. Now, Flo, you played a show at New Spire.
In October.
October.
It was super awesome, cool.
It was awesome.
Great.
I gave your mom a tour.
Oh, my frazzled mom who's trying to Facebook Messenger call me the whole time.
I don't think she was frazzled. She was just confused. It's a big place.
Maybe. It is. I had never been before. That was my first time. And I think it's my fave venue.
Whoa.
Yeah, I went into the green room and I was like, who am I in this green room?
Did you watch the other bands on the feed that they have in there, the television?
No, because I wanted to see them with my own eyeballs. But I saw the stage on the TV. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's
Yeah.
going on?
It's really nice.
It's a super dope place.
When you
I
say
love
fave,
it.
do you mean fave in the world or fave in Frederick?
I think fave in the world right now.
Yes. Number 2 is Could Be Better Studios, right?
Duh.
Obviously.
So do you have any other shows coming up, though?
I think I'm playing Cafe Nola with the Dirty Middle in March.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That was an
so-
Eagles marriage, wasn't it?
Eagles marriage?
Yeah, because I booked that show. It was you and the Dirty Middle, and I don't think you had known Adrian beforehand. And
No, and we became like soul sisters immediately.
Yeah, she was like, "I love you."
I was like, I love you too. She helped me learn how to knit and took me to knitting groups. I love that
Do
girl.
you guys hang out?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
A little bit. But then I quit knitting, so she doesn't talk to me
I just saw
anymore.
you knitting
I'm
on
kidding.
my couch.
No, I crochet now.
Not on my couch. It
crochet.
could be Better Studios couch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what's the
yeah.
difference between knitting and crocheting?
Knitting is like 2 needles, and they kind of intertwine. I don't know how to explain things with words. I'm a bad English major, but a crochet is you have a hook, and so you're working off the hook. I think crochet is way easier because I decided knitting was too hard, and I was like, there's gotta be a better way, and that better way was crochet.
So, speaking of crocheting, you're going on tour, you said.
Yeah.
Where? How long are you
Planning
coming
on
back?
it.
Are we going to see you ever again? Is this the final final appearance? What's going on?
Well, I'm bound by school until school lets out. So I'm planning to start at the end of May, and I want to go through the Midwest, like up to Chicago, through Ohio, those Midwesty places. And then I'm going to go down south because I've toured down south the most, so I feel like I have like an okay following there, and just like I have lots of friends in Tennessee. And then I'm gonna go to Canada and whatnot. And see my
Whoa,
peoples.
Canada.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
She's an international star.
I'm like Alanis Morissette, reborn. I wish.
No, who else is Canadian? Celine Dion.
Will
Oh,
Arnett.
she's a different kind of Canadian. She's Quebecois Canadian.
What does that mean?
She's French Canadian.
Oh, so you don't recognize that.
No, I do. I just like don't know how to interact. I'm a different kind of Canadian. I don't know how to speak French, which is kind of sad sometimes.
Bonjour.
Oui, oui, baguette.
French fries.
Baguette. You said wee wee baguette.
Yes, yes.
That should be the name of the new album. Wee wee baguette.
With Celine Dion, maybe we'll finally
Yeah.
meet her, and her like 700 pairs of shoes.
How do you know how many shoes she has?
Because she did an interview with Oprah, I think, and Oprah made her like throw them out of a car in Las Vegas or something. I don't know. I might have made that up. That might have been a dream.
The things you hear on this podcast.
No, I heard it here first. Dear Diary, today I learned.
Celine Dion. Period. Good night, diary.
Wow. Isn't Olivia Rodrigo Canadian? that?
She might be. There's
I'm gonna
lots of
look that
like
up.
actors that are secretly Canadian, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Will Arnett's a proud Canadian. You know, the voice of the Lego Batman movie.
Oh,
Will
yeah.
Arnett. Who else is Canadian? Is Rod Stewart Canadian?
Oh, is he?
No, Rod Stewart's British.
They're kind
But
of
British
the same
Columbia.
thing
Could have been
sometimes.
close.
We missed two of the biggest ones.
Oh no.
Justin Bieber,
Eh.
Drake.
Oh, duh, Drake.
God, what are we
He's like
doing?
the god of Toronto or something.
Yeah, he lives up on the tower, I think.
Avril
I
Lavigne.
think so. She is. Oh, I
Mhm.
saw the funniest video of Avril Lavigne recently. When she was like 13, she was like, "I love to rock out," and that kind of sent me for like 6 years. I was laughing
I heard they're making a Skater Boy movie.
Really?
about
Who
the
would-
song or like.
Yeah, it's gonna be like it's a motion picture, pretty much of the song.
Oh. that
Yeah, I
might
guess
be
that's what
kind of-
happens when you don't make hits anymore. But I think she wrote a cool song with Travis Barker. I think I haven't looked at it.
Wait, on this
Did
list
she?
of famous Canadians, Flo Petite is number 46.
Oh.
We are here to pad
46.
that listing. Let's go.
Wait, so you're really Canadian?
Yeah, my dad is from New Brunswick.
No, Brunswick's right down the road.
No. New Brunswick.
Yeah, it's pretty new. Have you been there?
Never. Actually, I did drive there once when I was bored.
Where's your mom from?
She's kind of lived like all over the place. She grew up in Seattle for a while, and then she lived in Spain because her dad had to move around all the time for work. He was some kind of fancy engineer. And then they moved to Canada, and that's how my parents met in high school. Your high school sweethearts.
Aw. So did you meet your homeschool sweetheart?
Homeschool sweetheart?
Yeah. Is that
Mm-mm.
possible? Chris, is that possible?
I've had a couple,
Well, it's
but-
tough because a lot of times when you're homeschooled at home. And so then that means the only
Yeah.
person you could really fall in love with would be like your sibling, and that's not how that
False.
works.
Your
Or, like-
cat.
But what if, I mean, I'm allergic to cats.
Oh, that's right. You're allergic to
Wah, wah,
everything.
wah.
Just cats and peanuts.
Oh.
That's half a life.
Nuts, man.
That's what I hear. But almond butter's pretty good. But eating peanut butter does make me feel not good. But you know what makes me feel good?
Me.
Colin and this next song. Flo, what's this next song we're gonna
This next song is called March, and it's also off the Soft Wrinkled Feelings EP. A banger. I think this one's my favorite song that I've written.
What? Well, fine. We disagree on your favorite song.
Oh,
Wait,
wow,
favorite
To
wow.
hell
song?
with this.
favorite song that you've written or favorite song that you've released?
I
Because you
think
said you were sitting on a bunch of stuff.
it might be both. I
Whoa.
felt really attached to this song. I don't know.
What about our song?
Our song is the sweetest swing doors.
It's
That's
never
our
going to be
song.
finished, is it? We're never going to get done with it.
We'll do it.
No, we won't. It's going to be called My Heart Will Go On.
Yeah.
You're too young to know Celine Dion's songs, aren't you?
I know her songs.
Okay.
If I was about to throw all 700 pairs of her shoes at you now.
Oh boy.
I have about 7.
I want to before we get to that song though. I've always wanted to ask you this. And I never have.
Okay.
How did you come up with the title for that EP?
From the song.
Okay. How did you come up with the title for the like?
Oh, it's so graphic, Colin.
I've always been curious.
Oh, it's like, you know, when your like hands are like pruny, soft wrinkled fingers. That's it.
That I know. Okay.
That's
See,
really
Colin, you have
it.
to bathe to understand that.
I'm just really old. I'm
Uh,
already getting
wrinkly.
wrinkled.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like that, but it's also, I think, became more of a conceptual thing. Kind of like my feelings are weird all the time. Here's some songs to describe them. They're also soft and wrinkled.
Perfect. So
I
here's the
guess.
song.
I'm climbing a brick wall with a fishtail wrapped around my finger, and my chest hurts. I'm not sure which part anymore. I'm staring at my reflection in your bedroom window, and I'm wondering which bowl I'll get my head stuck in. 'Cause it's the guilt that I feel that wakes me up in the morning. I find a pink balloon on my floor and I throw it away, 'cause it reminds me of when I was a different girl and I said different things. I'm staring at my reflection in your bedroom window, and I'm wondering which ball I'll get my head stuck in. 'Cause it's the guilt that I feel that wakes me up in the morning. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. I'm staring at my reflection in your bedroom window, and I'm wondering which ball I'll get my head stuck in. It's the guilt that I feel. Yeah, it's the guilt that I feel. Yes, it's the guilt that I feel that wakes me up in the morning.
So good.
It's very soft and wrinkled.
Yum, yum, yum.
The-
Like a prune, like
I
a
was not
delicious
expect-
prune.
Do you like prunes? I
You
don't.
know, I might. That's a great question. I'm not sure I know if I like prunes.
I
I
don't
know I
think I-
don't like raisins.
I mean, I've never had a prune. So I don't know if I like them or not, but I feel like it's what old people eat.
I feel like that's a stereotype. I've never seen an old person eat a prune.
I think they probably do it in secret. Like they kind of like throw their sleeping bag over their head and have the flashlight and like, oh, I'm gonna eat this.
I think
prune
it's
now.
just like a stereotype that stems from elder abuse. Elder abuse is just making old people eat prunes.
You're very sexist. I mean, ageist.
Oh, do you hate old women too? Feeding them prunes?
We only feed the old women prunes.
Ah, those poor gals.
We should start having names for these episodes, and that should be the name. I'm naming everything.
The sexist
tonight.
ageist prune episode
Yeah.
featuring Flo Petite.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So while the song was playing,
Yep.
we were talking about how this is kind of like a part 2 to that. So this is part 1, and then the next song we're gonna play
Yeah.
later is part 2. Like they go together.
Yeah, so March it was the last one, and then Blue is gonna be the next song we play. I don't know, maybe to get a little emotion. I wrote March. I was like going through a really weird time. I was with a really weird guy. I was feeling really weird.
Like uncomfortable or like
It was
weird
just
is
like, you know, when you're in a like a relationshipy thing and you know it's just not gonna work, but you're like trying to figure it out anyway. And I was in high school, so it was like, you know, those high school feelings.
You just described me and Chris's relationship.
Oh, cute.
Except we met
Glad I
at
could do that for you guys.
not high school.
We met at homeschool. Anyway, keep going. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay.
So you're going through weird things, weird feelings with this guy.
Yeah, and he had gotten me this fishtail ring.
To get married?
No, we were like at an antique store, and I was like, I like that, and he was like, okay, I'll buy it for you.
Whoa.
It
Did you
was
point at a car next?
almost.
That's funny. That's funny.
But so I had this ring. So the first lyric of the song is, I have a fishtail wrapped around my finger. I'm climbing a brick wall with a fishtail wrapped around my finger. Like, you can't climb a brick wall. This is going nowhere. And then in Blue, I say, I found fishtails on my finger, but I lost them in shag carpet because I lost the ring after we had broken up. And then I had found it like ages later, and I was like, whoa.
Did it kind of come full circle for you?
Kind of, because I feel like losing it was kind of like healing at the same time. It's still a cool ring. I still have it because it's cool, but I don't wear it.
Are you guys friends?
Kinda. Yeah. I still vibe with his fam. We're friendly. No bad feelings.
That's good. Well, Chris and I have a lot of bad feelings for each other.
Yeah, I actually lost Colin in a shag carpet.
Yeah. It was wild.
The
Thank
shag
God.
carpet was real. There was some real shag carpet.
I think this might have shag. I think this is kind of shaggy.
It did kind of look like this, but it was
It wasn't
more.
me.
It looked hairy.
I want to ask you this before we get to play the song and we wrap this whole thing up.
Yep.
We asked this with Genevieve before
Mhm.
last
Last episode.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm very interested to kind of know about this as a woman
Mhm.
playing local music and at these shows and going out there. Do you feel like it's been hard? It's been harder for you as a woman? Do you think have you had any negative experiences?
I don't feel like I've had as many issues as I did as a woman as I did as like a younger person trying to get into music. And I
That's
also think
interesting.
I've been like in a pretty good supportive scene. Like I think like DIY music scene people always want to be inclusive. I tried to get more involved in like the harder rock scene in high school, and I definitely felt like they did not want me there. And I would go to shows and I was like, I don't really feel like this is for me, and I also am uncomfortable and I don't want to be here. But I think people are looking out for women more in music these days.
That was kind of Genevieve's take too. Was like, you know, the band that she was in that really kind of started to pick up some local steam was a heavier band, and so it was just the jock bros in that scene. And stuff.
Is that sort of the lesson then? Like when you distill it into scenes and genres, is there a genre and scene that could be better pun intended, but are there things that you see that you'd like to see change?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of more of like, I'd call myself maybe like a pop artist. And so I think the pop market is pretty saturated with women, which is really awesome. But, I think maybe the hard rock bros need to watch out for the ladies.
Yeah.
Like, bring some ladies on.
You said like the DIY scene, so it's like you're at University of Maryland now,
Yeah.
so College Park, and College Park used to have a really really strong DIY scene. Like
They
what's it like
did.
now?
It's dead.
Like
Yeah.
like gone.
Well, I'm not in the loop. Like, things could be going on, but COVID, like, I mean, obliterated so much music going activities anyway. I actually played some shows in College Park before I even went to school there. I think there's one house venue called The Void, but I think they recently changed their name, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I can speak to the Void at least a little bit. I'm not gonna get into
Super details.
you know about the Void?
I've heard about the Void.
Okay. We'll save that for a whole episode. We'll just talk amongst ourselves for that, but because some bad things
Oh no.
happened, supposedly, allegedly, whatever.
Yucky.
But back in the very early, the first days of Double Motorcycle, we played the
Ooh.
Void, and it was probably one of the 3 best shows we've ever played because the crowds there. I mean, and that's where the DIY scene in College Park can be amazing. Like
Because of all
there's-
the college students. Like, they really bring the energy.
yeah, they're way into it. And at that point, this was like years ago, so I was only maybe 58, and they had so much energy that I immediately wanted to go back as soon as possible. There's just a whole different vibe
Yeah.
there when you have a good crowd like
Well,
that.
college towns are super great for that. So
Not all of them though. There are some that are bad.
Some, but I've had pretty good luck. My favorite is Harrisonburg, Virginia.
JMU.
JMU has a rockin' DIY scene. They got
Yeah.
a great community there. I love playing shows there.
Did you ever play Mac Rock?
I did I think in 2018
That was
or 19.
that was the most crazy year of your life.
It was. It was crazy. I was 18, 19,
So
chilling.
we asked Genevieve this a little bit too, but it's like, so there's, we asked about your negative experiences, but like what's been, what are some of your highlights, or what is a highlight of just like playing and I think you're right, like being in that pop scene, almost like an indie pop scene too, like because it's not like your Kesha, top 40s hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's number 1 in Frederick.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But it's like, there's a more welcoming atmosphere, but it's like, what's something that like, for any women that might be looking to start music or not really know where to start, because it's tough to kind of put yourself out there. Like, what would you kind of say to them?
Wow. I mean, I kind of just like stumbled into this scene, but if you're looking to start like playing shows or like sharing your music, Bandcamp is a really great place to like, because it's kind of like a website you can start yourself, and it's super accessible. They have Bandcamp Fridays now where you get all the money from your singles. Like, Bandcamp is so cool for doing that. And just find like a house venue and be like, hey, I want to play a show, because I feel like, because I used to run a DIY music venue, and if someone came up to me and was like, hey, I have like 3 songs, can I play your show? I'd be like, duh.
I forgot
just
all
hop
about
on.
that. I feel bad that we didn't ask you about that. No, you got to come back on for another episode. We have to, because I forgot about wasn't it spaghetti?
The spaghetti party.
The spaghetti party. What happened to that?
COVID.
What wasn't that in Hagerstown?
Yeah, so I grew up in Hagerstown, and my parents for 2 years were really cool and let me transform their basement into a music venue, and it was rockin'. So rockin', I think I violated the fire code multiple times, as you do, but
I remember seeing photos of it. You really decked it out. Like, it looked great.
I mean, I tried. I had like a drum set that
Who
my
has
mom had
one of
gotten me for
those?
Christmas.
Did you have full live electric bands, or was it more kind of stripped down stuff?
I mean, I did a little bit of everything. I would have people come and like sell their art. We had a zine that we did. We had a blog on our website. we had like full bands come from all over the place. I had like acoustic acts. I would have people do spoken word or poetry. I made my friend Spencer, one time do Minecraft live, and we projected it onto the wall. I also made him do ASMR twice, which I think he resents me for, but everyone really thought it was hilarious. It kind of ended up being more like stand-up comedy the second time. The first time was more like he was just eating chips and everyone was laughing. But we kind of had just like a myriad of like everything.
Would you want to do that again?
I would. I just don't really have a space for it now. People, like, I went home for the holidays and people were like, when's the spaghetti party coming back? And I was like, oh no, I can't. It was a lot of my soul went into that. Lots of spaghetti. There was actually spaghetti.
I was just
going
to ask. Yeah. Did you have like a spaghetti dinner that you gave everybody?
Yeah. My mom would throw down and get the Instant Pot out and cook hella spaghetti. I would charge like $5 at the door to cover like the spaghetti and give money to the bands. So it was kind of a well-oiled machine at the end.
So do it again in College Park. And
yeah,
not
I'll
spaghetti,
think about
but do
it.
like salad.
The salad party.
Salad party.
The house salad.
The house salad with house dressing.
Look at that.
I'll think about
You're
it.
welcome. We trademarked that, so if you use it,
You owe us 10%.
yeah.
Oh, I see how it is.
Flo, this has been a ton of fun. Where do you want people to find you in the best way possible?
You can follow me on Instagram at Flo Petite. You can listen to my music on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, all those musical places.
Would you like to introduce this final song?
Yes, this final song is called Blue.
Thanks so much. Will you come back someday?
I might. No, I'd love to come back.
We're never finishing this song. It's never
We'll
happening.
finish it.
We're
I
not gonna finish
mean,
it.
if you get another prop bed, maybe.
Prop it. Made of marshmallows. All right.
Made of marshmallows.
We might
Vegan
see you.
marshmallows.
We might see you again. If not, have a good life.
Thanks.
I still look in nooks and crannies, trying to find a piece of you. But I always just find something blue. The color that you painted me, the color that you made me see, the color that you left inside of my heart. Let out all the air, all the balloons are gone. I don't know who this girl is, but I don't mind having her around. She can dye her hair blue, but that won't distract from who you are. She can cut it all off too, but she'll always find one more reason to be blue. The color that you painted me, the color that you made me see, the color that you left inside of my heart, like the sea. Always angry with the moon, sometimes playing tug of war. Don't let the seesaw get in your eye.
The Could Be Better podcast is produced by Chris Perry and Colin McGuire from the Could Be Better Studios in Frederick, Maryland.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Could Be Better Meh.
You could also email us at couldbebettermeh@gmail.com. And don't be afraid to reach out if you're an artist, a band, anybody looking for a show. We'd love to book you. Also, if you'd happen to want to be a sponsor, we'd like to hear from you too.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts or follow us on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Give us a 5-star review if you like what you hear and want to hear more. And also give us a 5-star review if you don't like what you hear and definitely don't want to hear more.
His name is Chris Perry.
His is Colin McGuire.
And we are out of time. For now, this could be better.